Hello everyone, this is Kim Nicholson. The first thing I'd like to tell you about today is an episodic memory that I have from when I was a little girl. It was a big treat in my family to go to work with my dad one day, and I ruined my own treat because he had packed a picnic for us to have for lunch, and on the way into the building site that he worked on, we ran into his boss and his wife walking their dog. And his wife said, "Well, why don't you come and spend the day with me? You don't want to be messing about in all the dirt and the bricks and the sand, and come and spend the day with me." And I jumped at the chance, which was very upsetting to my dad, and I could tell from the look on his face that he was not happy about this, which was devastating for me because I had not really realized that I could upset a grown-up at that point. So that's something that has stuck with me for a very long time. For me, my biggest passion really is my family. I have 4 children. I've had a wonderful time being with them as they've grown up. I homeschooled for a long time before I went to work. My husband said it's a 17-year vacation, and it was great. It was very nice to be at home with them. Love our dogs. We live by the ocean. I love to read biographies. There's nothing better than curling up on the couch and reading about somebody else's life. That's always a good time for me. My daily routine is probably very similar to the ones that I've seen posted already. Obviously, getting everybody up and out and getting to work is how the day starts. And if I'm lucky, I get to walk my dogs when I come home before I get cracking with schoolwork, and usually I crash into bed and sleep the sleep of the dead. And it would be so nice, wouldn't it, to have an 8th day, because we sure as heck can't cram as much as we'd like to into the 7 days that we're given. My frustration and my emotional buttons are really controlled by the chaos that I live in. Any mother will tell you that working full-time and having children, animals, sports, a husband traveling, a husband at home, these things are chaos for your mind and chaos for your activities. It's fortunate that most of us seem to thrive in that, because we do. But chaos is where I rest most of the time. Intelligence and efficacy. Let me tell you, I began studying for this degree all the way back in 2002. I could only really afford 1 class a semester, and I only had the time for 1 class a semester. So please take that as an encouragement for those of you who are struggling to be able to fit everything in, because it's very hard. It's very hard to do all of that and still continue to have a life. But take it as some encouragement that you can do it. It gets you there in the end. And tragedies and victories, for me, both revolve around running. My husband and I ran away really from England when our 2 little boys were small, because we'd had a series, 3 family deaths that were just overwhelming. Everywhere we went, people were sad for us, and really the only chance for us to recover was to run to the United States, and we've had a really great time. So I'm glad that we came, not glad that we were forced to come or felt like we had to get away, but I'm glad that we came. And running in a physical sense too, those 3 medals represent 3 medals that I got for running marathons, which takes an incredible amount of hard work, blood, sweat and tears, missing toenails, knee injuries, all kinds of things. But boy, if there's ever a challenge in your life like running a marathon that messes with your head, actually it may be going for a degree might challenge that, but it's a good thing to do. It's never too late. I was 42 years old when I ran my first one, so that was many years ago. So if you're up for that challenge, I recommend signing up with a running club and going for it. All right, now you know a bit more about me. Take care.